Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. It's only 7:30, and I'm in with our swing traders all day today. They've not come in yet. We kick off at 7:45, so I thought I'd do a quick intro here. Looking at the euro dollar first of all. This is for live trading, so you can see me gritting my teeth really through the mic. The ranges, as you can see, the last couple of days have gone really small, like I don't know, 30 pips daily range, really poor. So it doesn't bode that well, especially as we're going into a US bank holiday weekend. So that's the euro. If I take it down to an intraday chart, you get a better idea. And the same, you can get an idea here. Look at how much it's just meandering sideways. So we are in a bit of a log jam here of going sideways, but we'll see how it pans out as we go through this morning. So I'll press pause for now, but we'll have a look through some of the other markets as well. There might be something else there. Okay, just back here, and right, so the euro's having a little bit of a push down here. As I've already said, the range has been very tight in recent days, so it could just stay in this whole range, but it is having a little bit of a breakdown. So I am going to looks like I'm going to be putting a short in. It could be over very quickly because they're tight stops and all of that because of the nature of this market. But let's just see if this sets up. So I've got about 4 minutes to go. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. I'm waiting to see how we close on these candles, and then I'll see if there's a trade then. So I'll press pause for now. The blip. Okay, so we've got the close here. I'm looking for just a little tick up, and hopefully we do. We've got the till tickets all set here, so we can just get a little tick up to around about 16. That would be enough. So I'm going to get my fingers on the trigger. So I'm splitting my orders here, splitting the trades up, so it just allows me to then, if it does become a profitable trade, to then exit and take my profits if in segments. So that's why I do that rather than putting in 400,000 or 4 lots all at once. With Saxo Bank, I can't then take partial profits. So I just split the deal tickets up. That's what I've always done here. So we're just seeing if we can get these in. Just looking for a slight blip up towards 16, if we can get there. And then I'll start hitting these. Now I could obviously put limit orders in, and limit orders always nice, just makes it a lot easier in many regards. But it's a bit more fun when you're doing this live and people seeing you clicking the buttons. So that's what I'm really looking to do. So just a little bit more, and I'll start edging in. Come on. It's always that when you're doing this sort of trading, every pip sort of counts to an extent, and you're sort of waiting for a level, and sometimes it doesn't quite go there and runs away from you, and hindsight's a wonderful thing, and you can say, oh, I should have got in, but at the same time, when you're not looking at a lot of pips overall, we're not here today because the low range, every pip does count. So I do really need it to be more towards 121.16 preferably. But yeah, I could put the order in and just put orders in, but it just makes it look a bit nicer sometimes when you actually see it, the buttons being clicked. So and now the camera's rolling, so to speak, the video's rolling, and we're waiting for it to. It could blip in a split second, so I don't really want to have to press pause, but it looks like I'm going to have to press pause for a second. Oh, here we go. Right, nearly there. Recording's on, yep. So, okay, 15 and a half. All right, I'm going to get the first entry in there at 15.4, so I'm splitting them in. So let's get a couple of these in. That's 2 in. So I don't want to get too greedy on the entry, but so all going to be coming in around about 15 or 15 and just over 15 there. That'll do. Okay, so a bit over 15, so 15.4, whatever. So I'm short. It'll probably come and have a nice bounce now. But now what I do need to do is put some stop losses in, don't I? Excuse me. So let's bring over the doobie what's it. Remember, it's only these ones I've just put in. Ignore trades below because I've got open positions, open swing trade positions and likes. So I'm going to be putting a stop here at 121.27. Oops, is that in? Yeah, 121.27. Then do it on the same on the others. 1.2127. And what I'll do with a couple of these, 121.27, and I'm going to put the take profit in at 121.02, 1.2102 for now, and I'll explain what that is in a minute. I was just showing out our swing traders what that was related to, so I'm putting up at 27, and then the take profit at 121.02. So I'll quickly show you. So those are the orders in. They should all be there now. There you go. So we've got the stops all at 121.27, and I've put target prices in on two of the entries. So I'd effectively take half of my entire of the four at 121.02. Okay, so that's where we're at the moment. So let's now just have a look there at, and so what this is one of my momentum type trades where you won't be able to see, but let me just drag this up. Oops, that's not worked. This is one of my momentum trades. I'll just drag this up so you can see the screen. Oh no, you can't. I can't. The screen size is only it's only going to show. I can't drag it up. Okay, never mind. So it's a momentum trade anyway. This is what this one is this morning. So with things with momentum trades, they can have lovely little runs, little short bursts, but they will then come to a halt at some point. But so what I'm actually looking for, and now bear in mind that daily chart range is not very good on the euro, so it's not a lot of pips involved here. What I'm looking out to is the next level down, which is essentially this hourly 100. You can see it's at 121.02, the hourly 100, which is the 2-hour 50 moving average. So I'm just using moving averages as targets when that's already moved because it's gone past 8. Crikey, that's the thing. Sometimes obviously moving averages move, so that's just moved because we've just gone past 8 o'clock. It's now at 04. That would only be about 11 pips, so I'm going to have to squeeze it and just hope that it can go the other side of that and go to the round number basically. So, but somewhere around that zone is where that first target will be. Okay, I shall press pause for now, and we'll come back to this later. Okay, just back here, and the euro has got really close. We've got the targets in there at 02. They might just be about to go. It's saying 01 on the chart, still not filled yet. Oh, blimey. That was close. I've not been filled. 121.02. We're down at 121.02 or so at the moment. So it's sitting just above it. So I haven't quite been filled. And we have come down. If you look at the hourly chart there, my hourly 100, so we have actually hit that. I was just saying to the guys here on the Zoom room that we're using here today that the euro has come down to these moving averages, that hourly 100 and the 2-hour 50 it's hit. However, the only reason I've not manually overridden this trade is because it's such fine lines here this morning. The risk reward isn't great. You know, what have I done now? The risk to reward isn't that great in that I'm barely just a bit above 1-to-1 at this first target. So I need to hold on to make sure it gets to that 02 level. Knowing full well there's this little bit of support here above. So what we're needing is for it to overshoot that support basically. So it's in a different circumstance, if I was up a lot of pips and in a much better risk reward position, I'd be saying, for the sake of a pip or so here, guys, let's come out. But that's not the case. Oh, you got filled, Mav. Oh, great. One of our members has said he actually did get filled. What broker are you with, Mav? Just so I know. So there you go. So this is all live, and you're seeing this as it's happening as far as not getting filled there. That was sitting right on 02 on the chart, but didn't quite get there on my... Oh, great. Pepperstone. That's good. And you got filled on LMAX as well, Rain. Oh, that's good. I'm not jealous at all. Anyway, right, I'm bantering with our guys on the Zoom meet here. So, yeah, so that's we have come down to this level, and I could end up. It's possible I could end up, in an hour or two's time, saying, "Wow, we were that close," and it's come all the way back up. But I've got to hold out for the for the pips, just because otherwise it's just not worth it. So it's not a lot of pips here this morning. But that's to take half, remember, and then if it can then eventually come lower, then so that'll take these 2 units off at 0.2, and I've left the other 2 units up here. So if it can come lower, then we can try and squeeze some more out of the second half of the position. So anyway, I was joking with the guys also, saying, look, whenever I press record, it bounces, and they didn't believe me. And as we can see, we're bouncing. So my work is done. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and it has hit this time. So it's hit my target. It's just taken out those first 2. So we've just banked half for 97 each. So we'll call that 200. And then we've got the other 200, the other 2 positions here. So what we're going to have to now look at is whether we want to what the next levels. So realistically, if I now come out, I was looking at some of my other time frames, and another level was on this 8-hour chart. I've got another moving average down here at around about 94. So I'm going to put another target in at 94. Okay. Take profit 120.94. Okay, that's going to be my next target. Now, outside of that, I might just leave the rest of the final position and turn that into a swing. If I take this back out to a daily chart, I was just talking to the guys here in the you'll see actually if I bring up the Zoom chat, you'll be able to see that. We've all been chatting away here. I might actually just turn that into a swing with those guys. It's only the final quarter. I'm not expecting it to come down. I expect it'll probably end up coming back up and stopping me out, but it won't really cost anything now. We can't lose on the day in that regard. So that's probably what we'll do. But that's where we're at. So if we can get down to 94, then we'll bank another 100 odd, and then we'll probably leave the other one open. But I'm not expecting it to completely just come straight over. But sometimes you can get it wrong, and I say get it wrong, but you're surprised, and the market does carry on coming down. So I'll leave that final position. But for now, if I take it back down to the 5-minute chart, for a bit there, when it bounced off of this low and didn't quite hit my order, it could have just carried on bouncing, because as I said, it had hit that 100 there, and it could have put in a good bounce, and that could have been it. So we've fortunately it managed to get down there and take out that next low. So that's all good. So we've hit the first half target, and we'll come back and see how this gets on as we go through the day. Okay, just back, and now a few hours on, I've had a session in the garage, training session and stuff, and come back on the mic with our swing traders here today. And so while I was gone, the euro did get down. If I take us to a 5-minute chart, I've seen it got down to about 97 down here, but my second target was down there at 94. So we're on this as I said right from the off today, fairly low expectations today, but we'll see what happens because of those daily ranges. But so there's not really much more to say at this stage. One thing I forgot to say was that 2 weeks ago, when I last did the Friday live trading, I forgot we held into the weekend and it got down to those targets, and I forgot to mention it the following week, but because it's just the trade on the Friday, but it did get down to those targets. So I remember us shorting, and it was a couple of weeks ago, so I've forgotten the date now, whatever date that was. Let me quickly check the calendar off screen, and it was Friday the 29th, so it was, we'd shorted Friday the 29th, is this it? 29th? For some reason we'd shorted, I can't remember why, but anyway, we'd shorted, maybe it was in the afternoon, and then it came down the following week. Remember, we had a target down there at 120.70, and then so it just came down on the Monday, and then we had a second target down at 120, so it got down there in the week. So anyway, that was what happened there. We'll see how this goes. I'll come back to this video a bit later. Okay, just back, and the euro has come down to that next target. So this is the hourly chart again. So remember, right from this morning, we got in on that breakdown, and I had all the charts up with the momentum as it was going. We sat through a bit of chop, not choked the trade, didn't move the stop down too aggressively, and it's eventually come down to that that second target. So let's go to the account here. So the second target was at 94. Where are you? There it is at 94. We've still got that last position open. So this last position, I'm going to leave open with our swing traders here. So we've decided to leave this one, and we'll see what happens with that going into next week. So we're going to run that. So essentially, so far, it's 97 and 97. So call it, that's £200, £350 banked, 450, 500, up £500 as it stands, and so for the day. So that's about it. We are going to be leaving that one, like I said, because coming back to the charts, if the euro wants to have a bit of a roll and does start coming down into next week, then we, as us, myself and the swing traders, can capitalize on that last position. So it's about, as it stands, about £500. As always, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. If you like our videos, it's always much appreciated. And if you've got any comments and stuff like that, then it's always appreciated. And I'm trying to think what else I was going to mention then as far as the channel is concerned, but I must admit, I went into today with fairly low expectations. No news day today. Two really small range days of about 45 pips the last couple of days, and so I didn't have much, and we were going into a bank holiday weekend, so just goes to show you can have low expectations and sometimes they can be exceeded. Take care for now. I'll see you for live trading again in 2 weeks time. Take care for now.